In life, not every child is meant to wear a white coat or shout, "Objection, my lord." Some people believe if you don't become a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, your life has already expired like old milk. But life has a way of shocking people who think they know everything. Before we continue, please like and subscribe. I would also love to know where you're watching from. Tell me in the comments. Now sit back and relax, because this story will show you how mockery can turn into praise faster than power failure. In one small village, where everybody knows your grandfather's nickname and your mother's cooking style, Kelvin was born as the hope of the family. From a young age, the boy was calm, respectful, and very focused. While other children were chasing tires with sticks, Kelvin was fascinated by traders and their activities. He would follow his mother to the market, watching how she talked and made profits. If she bought rice for 7,000 naira and sold it for 8,000, Kelvin would stand there calculating like a bank manager. His mother used to laugh and say, "This boy, you don't like to play at all." But Kelvin liked business more than football. He liked how money moved from one hand to another. That thing gave him joy. But in his father's mind, Kelvin was already wearing a white coat as a doctor or standing in court shouting, "Objection, my lord." In the village, if you are not going to study to become a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, they will look at you like an unfinished building. So when Kelvin said he liked business, his father laughed and said, "Business? So you want to sit in the market and be shouting, 'Come and buy oh.'" Kelvin kept quiet. In their house, children don't argue. They obey and swallow their dreams like hot curry. When he entered secondary school, Kelvin was forced to do science subjects. Physics was beating him left and right. Chemistry was confusing him like NEPA bill. But he tried. The boy tried. He would read at night until his eyes turned red like pepper. Not because he loved it, but because he did not want to disappoint his parents. Anytime he talked about studying business at the university, his father would say, "You are too intelligent to waste your brain," as if business people don't have brains. You can imagine that. Finally, he gained admission to study civil engineering. That day, celebration filled everywhere. His father brought drinks for almost everybody in the village. People were calling him Papa Engineer. Kevin just smiled like someone taking a passport photograph. Inside his heart, he was not happy. But who would he tell? In our dear country, sometimes your happiness must wait. University life started and Kelvin quickly knew he was in trouble. His classmates were busy discussing bridge design like they were born inside cement bags. Kelvin was there struggling to understand what was happening. He tried tutorials, group reading, everything, but nothing worked. When the love is not there, it won't work. You cannot force your heart to follow what it does not like. His grade started going down gradually. Fear joined him like a permanent roommate. After many sleepless nights, Kelvin made one big decision. He withdrew from school. No noise, no announcement. He just packed his load and went home. On the bus, he was rehearsing how he would explain things to his parents. He thought maybe they would be angry for a while, then calm down. Kelvin did not know Nigerian parents when they are disappointed. When he reached home and explained, the house turned cold immediately. His father looked at him like a stranger. His mother held her head like somebody watching a sad movie. Word spread fast into the village. Before evening, everybody knew. Some people even added extra lies. Some said he failed all his courses. Others said he was busy chasing girls. You know village people, they can help you decorate your story very well. Mockery started. When he passed, some people would say loudly, "Engineer, how far?" and laugh. Children who used to respect him were now whispering behind him. Even inside his house, he's disappeared. Kelvin felt like he was breathing but not living. After months of emotional pepper, he decided to leave. He remembered a family friend in the city and said, "Let me go and find my way." City life welcomed him with a strong slap. When he reached the address of the family friend, they told him the man had relocated. Ah, just like that? No forwarding address? Kevin stood there like someone who came to an exam hall 1 hour late. He had little money left and hunger was seriously knocking on his door. That first night, he almost cried. But going back home, never. The mockery alone would finish him. He started looking for small jobs. Anything at all. Carry loads, wash cars, sweep shops. After some days, he met a man, Mr. Ibrahim, who owned a provision shop. The man had pity on him and said, "Okay, you can stay and help me." Kelvin became a house help and shop assistant. He cleaned, arranged goods, and attended to customers. He worked like someone who was proving a point to the whole world. One afternoon, a well-dressed customer came and bought plenty goods. After he left, Kelvin saw one black briefcase near the counter. He opened it slightly to check if there was an ID inside and saw a lot of money with some important documents. For 1 second, his heart beat fast. This money could change his life immediately. No more suffering, no more house help work. But something inside him said no. He closed the briefcase and kept it safely. Days later, the man came back sweating and worried. Kelvin quickly brought out the briefcase. The man opened it and saw everything complete. His face changed from fear to shock. Overwhelmed by Kelvin's honesty, he asked, "Young man, what do you want?" Kelvin replied, "Nothing, sir." The man said again, "Don't lie. Search your heart and talk to me. What do you want?" Kelvin swallowed hard and said, "I have always dreamt of owning a business one day. I wouldn't mind serving somebody for years to be settled." The man left that day after talking with him and Mr. Ibrahim. Kelvin thought maybe that was the end, but some weeks later, the man returned and invited Kelvin and Mr. Ibrahim out. They followed him to a plaza. He stopped in front of a shop filled with goods and handed Kelvin the key. "This is yours," he said. Kelvin thought maybe he was dreaming. He even pinched himself to confirm. The man said, "Honesty is rare. I don't hesitate to invest in honest people." With tears in Kelvin's eye, he knelt down to thank him. From mocked dropout to shop owner, life can turn like a steering wheel in seconds. That day, Kelvin promised himself he would never forget where he came from. Running the shop was not easy. Customers can be funny. Suppliers can be dramatic. But Kelvin was patient. He treated customers well and kept proper records. Slowly, the business grew. One shop became two, two became three. He even started selling in cartons. People started respecting him. Everyone around him admired how hardworking he was. Years passed and Kelvin became comfortable. Not just comfortable, he became wealthy. But he did not grow wings. He stayed humble. Then he remembered home, the same village where they mocked him. He decided to go back, not to show off, but to make peace. When Kelvin entered the village with confidence, people gathered like a free movie was about to start. His parents were shocked. His father's pride melted like ice in the sun. Kelvin knelt and greeted them respectfully. No bitterness, no long speech, just gratitude. His parents realized that maybe they were wrong to force him. There was one young woman, Ada, who had defended Kelvin when others mocked him. She believed in him quietly. Kelvin did not forget that. He married her quietly with joy. The wedding was sweet. Village people ate and danced very well. The same people who mocked him now used him as an example for their children. Life can be funny like that sometimes, you know. Kelvin returned to the city with his newly wedded wife to start life together. In life, not every child is meant to wear a white coat or shout, "Objection, my lord." Passion is important. Honesty can open doors that certificates sometimes may not be able to open. Mockery does not last forever, and sometimes the same people who laugh at you today will be the ones using your name to advise their children tomorrow. So stay true to yourself and let your character speak louder than people's opinions. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment for more interesting stories.